Hey, do you guys see some of the new cards in the game but just don't have enough coins to afford them? Then look no further than AOAUE.com for some of the cheapest Madden 18 Ultimate Team coins in the game. The link to their site will be in the description down below. Make sure to check it out. Use code M619 at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Mark here, and today we have ourselves a new promo in the game. But first, before we go over that, today I was supposed to have the PUBG series out, the Power Boost Gang. You guys know by now. Hope y'all are enjoying that, by the way. The next episode was supposed to go up today, but I've been having some technical difficulties actually recording gameplay lately. I don't know why, but I've got it fixed now. I'm gonna record it later tonight. Again, y'all better wait on Twitter. If y'all ain't on Twitter and you miss the opportunity to play me, I don't want to hear no complaining. I don't want to hear a single one of you complain saying, but I didn't see your tweet, Mark. Well, were you following me though? No? Okay then, there's your reason why you didn't get the notification. But you can always, you know, DM me on Xbox, all that good stuff, and we can get a game in as well. You know how this works.
Yeah.
Notice I also look like absolute trash in the webcam, but neither here nor there. Again, like I said, we have a new promo in the game. It's the NFL Movers program. Too little, too late, in my opinion. They really brought this out at one of the worst times. When they could have brought it out weeks ago, would have been perfect. I think that this promo should have been out way before Golden Tickets, and that Golden Tickets should have been out way sooner. I don't get what is with EA this year in releasing promos like way late. But let's go over this promo because we actually did get some interesting players. We did get a new master set, which I think is really easy in my opinion. Same thing goes for the sets and all that. They're very easy to do. We got new solo challenges in the game that award you team tokens and players, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's go over the sets first. So we have 4 different categories. We got the Knights, King's Offense, King's Defense, and Grandmaster. Now for the Knights, we only have one set in here. It's the NFL Mover Knight, which are basically 89 to 92 overall NFL Movers players. They're a little of the bottom tier of those guys, but they're still actually pretty usable. 2 silver tokens, 1 gold token gives you 1 random player, so actually not that bad of a set in my opinion. It is repeatable. Then you've got the offensive NFL movers, the 98 through 96 overall players. We got a Kirk Cousins, Jarvis Landry, Nate Solder, Justin Pugh, Caleb Sturgis, LeGarrette Blount, Michael Crabtree, Brandon Fusco, Austin Howard, some fullback for the Raiders.
Boy, if you don't get
Eric Ebron and Winston Richburg. Now, there are different requirements for each of the sets from 98 through 96. For a 98 overall guy, what you're going to need is 10 of the Knight players, 5 of that team's tokens, and an elite token. Seems easy, right? Well, depends on your definition of easy, let's be honest. Now, for the 97 overalls, all you're going to need are just 2 less Knight players, 2 less any team tokens, so I can be anyone, and then an elite badge. 97 overall players, a lot easier to do. I forgot LeGarrette Blount went to the, the Detroit Lions. Now let's move on to the 96 overalls, and I'm going to put some respect on this fullback's name and use him as an example. All we need are 7 of the Knight players and 3 gold team tokens. This is the easiest one to do in my opinion. If you're wondering how much the Knight players are going for, they're going to be going for roughly around 20k. Oh, they're okay. They dropped a little bit. No, they actually stayed the same. So they're about 25k a pop, depending on how you get them. Now, when you first log in, you will get yourself a starter reward that gives you 1 Knight player. For me, I got Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 92 overall. And I gotta say, it's very interesting to see how they did these sets. Defensive-wise, we have ourselves a Jason Pierre-Paul, a Ndamukong Suh, Trumaine Johnson, Tyrann Mathieu, Marquette King, Muhammad Wilkerson, Anthony Hitchens, Morgan Burnett, Trent Murphy, Tahir White, Malcolm Butler. Morgan Burnett, I do want to get him just because of the fact he has a power-up card, and I so want to use that card. And now for the Grandmaster set, 99 overall, Richard Sherman. All you need for this set is a 98 overall King, a 97 overall, and a 96 overall. So all you need is 1 from each of those tiers. It is not that hard to do, in my opinion, personally. As long as you have at least 800k coins, you could do this if you want to buy out players outright and not do the sets. So for the 98 overalls, they're going to be going for around 300k. The 97 overalls should be around the same price, if not just a tad bit lower, 284. And then the 96s, I think, are going for about 200k on the dot. Let's just double check real quick. So about 200k on the dot. All you really need is about 800k coins and you are all set. You could buy the players out outright and get yourself a 99 overall Richard Sherman with read and react, toughness, and tip drill. And then you will also get NAT choices, one from each of the 98, 97, and 96 tiers, so you can honestly just go for whoever you want, in my opinion. You know, in my opinion, I like that. Just have all the options up on the board. I would also like a randomize. Now, if you want to make it auctionable, don't give us the option to choose. Let us get a random pick. Now, that's for next year if they want to do this. And yes, there are solo challenges in the game, guys. I already knocked about half of them out. I'm 12 out of 22 done, so I'm almost there. If you're wondering what you get at the very end, you will get exclusive uniforms and more. You're going to get gold team tokens. You're going to get silver team tokens. All fancy packs, by the way, that you will get. Now, the night player is going to be, I think you get about 3 to 4. So you should be able to knock out a 97 overall one for fairly cheap. You're also going to get 2 uniforms, Black Knight's home and away, which gives you 4 chemistries on each. So this would go towards well for making teams. It's going to give you all the chemistries that are out in the game, other than the red chems, you know, like toughness, go deep, all that. Now, there are no objectives for this promo, sadly, but I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Which players are you going to be getting out of the 98, 97, and 96 overalls? I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. And if you're even going to try to attempt in getting the Grandmaster Richard Sherman, me personally, I probably will try to get him, because this promo doesn't seem that hard to do. Like I said, 800k, that's it. And 800k right now, not that hard to come by. Hey, do you guys see some of the new cards in the game but just don't have enough coins to afford them? Then look no further than AOAUE.com for some of the cheapest Madden 18 Ultimate Team coins in the game. The link to their site will be in the description down below. Make sure to check it out. Use code M619 at checkout for 5% off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, tomorrow I should have the next episode of PUBG up. I gotta make sure my equipment's working, because lately it's been on the fritz, so that always sucks. But thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, y'all. Have a safe one. Peace.